bunch of what? Racist. What else, sis? What about within ourselves? What's about with our health? What about with our families? What about getting along with each other, sis? What about, are we the ones packing to the penitentiary houses? Ain't we the ones catching hell here? You believe in this Bible? So who are the chosen children of this Bible, sis? Chosen children. Who are the chosen children of God? You believe in God?
Yeah, but I read, but I don't like that.
Come on, sis, because let me tell you something. The truth have been hid for us for over 1,000 years. Give me this, Exodus 1:22. Read this. Exodus 1:22. Sister, God is a chosen people. Read this.
Book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
Ecclesiastes chapter 36, verse 12, sister. His chosen children are the Israelites.
Got it? Yeah.
We are the real jewels of God, sister, the greatest people on the planet. Read this.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 36 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name.
Sister, we are here trying to just tell you that you've been called by his name, sister, that the promise pertaineth to you. Read.
And upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn.
You run 85, sister. You got children? You got children? Mm-hmm. So, sister, if your son refuses to listen to you and obey your voice, sister, what you gonna do to him? When you was raising your children, sister, I guess they could just grab a marker and color all on the walls. Hold on, sister. So you'll whoop them, right? So how do you think God punishes his chosen children if we disobey his voice? Give me Deuteronomy. You know God punishes his children just like you. Give me Deuteronomy 85. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 5. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart.
Consider in your mind, sister. Read.
That as a man chasteneth his son.
Just like you'll punish your children for being disobedient, you'll correct them. Read.
So the Lord thy God chasteneth thee.
God, he'll punish us. So who are his chosen children? Consist of the so-called blacks, the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans. So, sister, how does he punish us? For us being disobedient. We want to serve who we want to serve, dress how we want to dress, eat how we want to eat, celebrate what we want to celebrate. Sister, what's the price we got to pay for disobedience? Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So, sister, we want to eat what we want to eat. Don't our people love pork and catfish? You believe in this Bible? What did God tell his chosen children about touching the trash of the earth? What did he tell us about eating fish with no scales? What did he tell us about that, sis? Give me Leviticus chapter 11. Read this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
What's the swine, sis? Ain't that the pig? Read that again.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
The pig is what?
He is unclean to you.
For all that do so are abomination.
For all that do what?
For all that do so are abomination.
Brother, we out here trying to raise up the chosen children of God out the dead, out of darkness, into the marvelous light. So all we out here trying to do is show you, brother, that you're a chosen child of God and you got requirements. You love God. So how do you show that you love him?
By studying his word, obeying the law.
Say that again. Obeying his what?
His law.
His laws, brother. You hit it on the head. Give me Titus chapter 1 verse 16 over here. Brother, you hit that on the head. But let me tell you what's wrong with our people. Give me Matthew chapter 15 verse 6. To love God is to do what? To keep his commandments, right? But let me show you what our people do. Read this.
The book of Matthew chapter 15 and verse 8.
Read.
This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth.
So with our mouths, brother, everybody will say that they love God, wouldn't they? I can knock on each door and they all say they love God, right? But read.
And honoreth me with their lips.
So right now you just honored him with your lips. We profess that we love God, but we don't.
But their hearts is far from me.
But our hearts far from him,
That's right.
Our hearts far from him. You know the day of Sabbath day, brother? We don't even keep his Sabbath day anymore. We don't even keep his day holy no more, brother. Don't keep none of his feast days, brother. Don't got no love to our fellow brother, our fellow sister, brother. We are for the straight. Read this.
The book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 16. They profess that they know God, but in works they deny him.
But we all profess that we know God, but majority of us, we deny him in our works. Read.
Being abominable.
Being abominable, brother. We eating abominable things. We celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, doing everything that's not in this Bible. Read.
And disobedient.
And what?
And disobedient.
Brother, we are disobedient children, man. It's time for us to return back home. Our Father, He's calling us back home. Give me John chapter 10, verse 27. It's just time to repent and come back home, brother. We got a church, man. This your wife right here? Well, we got a church, man, and we just extend our hand out, man. Give me this.
The book of John, chapter 10 and verse 37. If I do not,
27.
verse 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
And they do what?
And they follow me.
And they do what?
And they follow me.
Brother, you say you love God. Give me John 15 and 3. 15 and 5 and 3. You have to make up your mind, because a man, Most High does not weigh a man by his words, but He weighs him by his what? Actions. Give me 1 Samuel 2 and 3, man. Read this.
John 5 and 3.
1 John 5 and 3.
The book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of
We
God,
all say that we love God, but brother, this is the love of God. Read.
that we keep His commandments.
That we do what?
That we keep His
Brother,
commandments.
the only way that you can show that you love God, brother, is just being obedient.
That's right.
And obeying His voice. That's all He wanted His sons to do. What type of son you gonna be? I mean, you before I knocked on this door, what you say that you felt that you was living right? Be real, brother. But give me Proverbs 14 and 12. That's not the case. Proverbs 14 and 12. Hold that. Read this.
The book of Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man,
So, brother, we got a lot of people out here, brother. It's a way that's right to us all, but read.
but the end thereof are the ways of
You
death.
just punch your ticket to the lake of fire. And that's what the Most High say, man. It's a way that seemeth right, but the end thereof are the ways of death, brother. It's just time to come home, man. And we
That's
just
right.
extending our hand out to you. We got a school off 2507 East End Arbor, brother. A real church of God. We assembling the nation, building the nation. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 5. Instilling it into our children, to our sons, the laws of God. Do you see anybody living the laws of God? Because they don't love Him, man. If the love of God is to keep His commandments, brother, why aren't we doing what He tells us to do? That means we hate Him, right? And that's a price you got to pay. Give me Isaiah 13 and 9. How long we can continue to provoke Him to anger and spit in His face? You an Israelite, man. You're not black. You're
That's
not
right.
African American. You're not a nigger, brother. You an Israelite.
That's
You're
right.
the greatest man on the planet. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy
You're
soul,
supposed to love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul. Read.
and with all thy might.
Read.
And these words, which I command thee this day, shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
And to our what?
And to thy
Brother,
children.
we love the Most High with all our soul, all our might, all our heart, and we instill it in our children.
That's right.
We instill in our sons and our daughters what the true love of God is.
That's right.
But let me tell you something. Give me Matthew 7 and 13. This is the problem, Give me second address, chapter 8, verse 1. It's a problem. And if
13.
everybody was Matthew 7 and 13, if everybody was walking right, brother, why did God say this? Read this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Brother, it's easy to go through like a fire. It's going to be easy. People going to be going in by the highways. But read.
And many there be which go in thereat, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life,
Read.
and few there be that find it.
Ourselves on a few that make it. I gotta make sure that's you. Read this. We out.
Second Esdras 8 and 1. And he answered me, saying, The Most High hath made this world for many,
Brothers, a lot of people walking around, a lot of people living, a lot of people driving. He made this world for many to read.
but the world to come for
But
few.
the world to come for few. Make sure that's you, man. I want to see you in that world. We got an address, brother. We got a phone number you can call, man. It's time to come home, man. Much love, brother.
All right.
You take it easy, man.
All right, brother.
All right. I love y'all, man.
So,
That's right.